live button and it'll stop. Just make sure it's started.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate you.
Yep, you guys are on.
Do y'all remember what was discussed during the last meeting, the minutes or?
I always ask about, when the airport's gonna make the next classification up. And he says just a matter of time, the numbers are getting there. And
They are.
They are, yeah.
And that's huge whenever that happens, I know from a funding standpoint.
Exactly.
So I'm always interested in that, because that changes the budget a lot.
Yeah.
I'm glad to see Weaver Bailey's gonna do extension there.
Extension, and that'll be, in the
solid.
fall.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
everything's on pace with that. The UCA hangar just should be completed next week.
Yeah,
How's that last contract?
Well, I'll tell you what, they don't hold back. They have done a tremendous job on that hangar. They really
Good,
have.
I'm glad to hear
Golly,
that.
it's
Looks
great.
great.
It really does.
So how much farther they got to go till they walk away? A couple weeks?
Should be next week.
Good.
Gotta have the fire marshal or
week.
something come in and examine it, and then after that, it's ready.
Excellent.
Yep.
I'm sure you're all ready to have some more space out
We
there.
are.
Yes, sir, yeah.
We sure are.
Yep.
So are they keeping their airplanes in one of y'all's community hangars or something?
Right now,
At this point?
they're keeping, 2 Technums in our hangar, and then I think they have 3 more that they're keeping on the ramp until they get finished, but it should be next week. They can make it operational. And then all the runway extension is on track to be, started in the fall, so. But other than that, we've been very, very busy.
And it's bid out, good to go, right? You're just gonna
Yes, sir.
start today.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, on the budget, I had a couple questions, because I hadn't asked them in a long time. What's miscellaneous revenue, non-air?
$10,000 was budgeted for.
And brought in 8,000, so I'm just curious what it is. Is that selling popcorn or?
Honestly, I couldn't tell you.
I wonder if that would be like, I know that they've
I'm really
done,
not sure.
I've seen
I'm not either.
multiple weddings and events held out there.
Okay.
I wonder if there's a fee charged for when you
No,
hold a
we-
wedding or something, because that could certainly fall into that category.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
I don't know if it's
Unless
flight
it-
school stuff, or I had not any idea. Okay.
I don't know unless.
Really couldn't give a
unless
positive
it,
answer on that.
Is that rent from Superior? Does he pay? Does he
That,
pay
I
for
think
that
that pretty
office?
much, yeah, he does.
It's only $135 this month on it.
And I've asked it before, but it's been a long time. I just couldn't remember.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Because there's, $23,000 that comes in from miscellaneous stuff. Just curious what those are.
Right, right.
We can sure get the answer for you.
We can.
That's okay, I just always curious. Because fuel drives everything, as far as the,
It looks like fuel sales are running.
Profit loss,
way ahead
yes.
of budget.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, well-
Especially jet fuel for sure.
so what's driving that? Just more traffic or?
More traffic.
Seems like I'm out there a lot, and it seems like there's a lot of jet aircraft
We're
on the
very,
ground
very
We got a
jet
lot of
busy
jet air-
all the
for sure.
time,
And
which
we
is
hit
really
our-
good for us.
We hit our all-time record in May,
Yeah,
almost 54,000 gallons.
Yeah.
So it was a very
It
busy.
seems like the ramp is busy all the time.
it really
It
is.
is.
Yeah.
A lot more, I'd say charters.
A lot
coming
more
in.
charters coming in, And then once we get that extension built, I mean, it'll really.
That's gonna really help the
tremendously.
charter industry as well. because
What's
they like that extra.
what's that data center gonna do? Have they started talking? Are they
No, I don't know.
expecting air traffic? Are they expecting?
You talking about that Google or whatever? I have
Mm-hmm.
not heard another thing on that.
Where's that going again?
Right past the water treatment plant
Okay, so
in the
that,
turn.
that's what all that is.
in that turn.
Yeah, I don't know, Pat. In fact, I heard it.
Cause Conway Corp's gonna have to put in a new substation out there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know what's gonna happen there.
I mean, I don't know if people come visit that or not, or if it just sits there.
Right.
So what did y'all say what the time frame for the extension is?
I don't think we know the time for completion yet.
But they're supposed to be getting started
Still, yeah, in the fall.
this fall, yeah, because they're starting all the concrete stuff out there.
The grading's pretty well done, right? I mean,
Yeah,
it's more strip off the topsoil and,
they've been out there shooting, GPS coordinates and everything
Right.
on it. And
Surveyed it last
survey
week.
it.
And they're just working on the mixing station right now to get all that done and then go on to the next step after that, I guess.
I just wonder how much concrete that's gonna take. I haven't really looked at the numbers, but
How thick is it?
It's gotta be
11
inches.
inches, I think
11, 11 of concrete. Is there gravel underneath it? A cushion, yeah.
Yeah.
Take a lot.
Yeah,
How long is the extension, do we know?
500.
500 feet?
that's exactly 501, I think, so 6,001 feet.
So it'll be over 6,000.
So it's 500 feet by 100 feet wide?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
With
Taxiways
the taxiway and the lights and
Oh, yeah, I forget about taxiways, yeah.
That's a lot of
all the
concrete.
lighting under it and,
They'll have to do something with the,
Wires.
they'll have to redo the glide slope. And
yep, redo the pappy lights,
They'll redo the pappy lights. Extend the taxiway, the same length. And that taxiway's 35 feet.
Is there any plans to build any additional hangars or anything?
I think that's in the next 2-year plan, I think.
2 years. So it
think
says,
it's
yeah,
on-
65, we have a 65 person wait list for T-hangers. And there's nothing we can do right now. We plan to build more in 2 years.
Do we know on those, all the T-hangars that we're gonna build, are they all gonna still be the standard 40 feet wide, or are they gonna build any that are any wider?
I'm not sure.
I don't know.
Are those hangars that are on the end, and this is a selfish question, those hangars on the end that have the storage units with them, is that free? I mean, could you put a wider wingspan aircraft in those? Or is it,
No, because there's a wall right there.
Yeah.
It's the same length as yours is.
It just
Just
has
got
that wall and then the extra garage that you
Extra
could
garage.
put, I guess, a airplane thing in.
yeah, I mean, somebody had said at some point that some private individual was building a hangar out there. Did I dream that up?
Corporate,
Yeah. Tilke maybe?
Tilke.
Where's that going?
Over in front of the A block. Like butts up to the fence in front of the Alpha hangars.
So,
Joe Wiseman,
Yeah.
just look across where the grass is up about the fence there.
yeah,
There's gonna be 3 right there.
3.
gotcha. Is that starting anytime soon, or?
Well, we thought it was,
Yeah.
but there's been some setbacks on that as well, so we don't know, Michael.
He's doing 3 individual 100 by 100s or,
Now he's
No,
doing
it's smaller.
like, what are they, 60 by 80 maybe?
Yep,
Or
that sounds right. 3 of them,
360 by 80.
right there in front
Is
of.
he planning to
Alpha.
lease those, or is he planning to use them, or do you know?
So I don't know that.
I think lease, but
Interesting.
I think so.
has there been any talk on a fire station? I think, when there were rumblings of that at one point.
That fire truck,
Probably know more about that. I think you heard something on that, didn't you, Mason, or?
He was just talking about that maybe after the runway extension. See if we get any more charters in there or not. Kind of depends on amounts of traffic, I think.
is that fire truck operational?
Not for us right now.
Are we thinking that we're gonna get it to that point, or does that require,
Maybe.
or does that require a fire
I think
station?
it requires a fire station.
Gotcha, okay.
I don't want to be wrong on that.
Does a fire station provide any more grants, any more?
I don't want to tell you wrong.
No, you're fine. I'm kind of just talking out loud.
I couldn't tell you, Pat. I
You,
really-
you would think,
Mhm.
you would think, no, I haven't heard much. I have heard the fire station, but I haven't heard any really detailed stuff about it.
Cool.
How's your hangar been working? No more trouble
No
with
more
your?
problems since, I'm happy.
How about y'all? Is it still?
That door,
When
I
you having
mean,
some trouble with
the
the
door
door?
was starting to rainbow as it pulled up. I
Oh,
would
yeah.
think they were off, but it seems to be kind of,
Ours does that too, but I mean, it works, but you can tell that it's bowed.
it feels like it's got a lot of tension on that center. I'm like, man, if that thing pops,
It's gonna be ugly.
yeah,
Oh,
but it's been fun.
There was a picture on social media recently of a hangar door that came down on a Vision jet, so.
That's a good call to your insurance.
Yeah.
agent.
Great. It's
Yeah.
lovely. That's good. You ever
Could have come down
close-
any other time besides that toe.
Yeah, and I think that if I read the story about it, it wasn't that the springs broke or anything, it's something malfunctioned in the switch. and they couldn't get to the actual breaker fast enough to disconnect the power, and it literally just motored
Is
it
that
down.
one at, over North Little Rock somewhere maybe, or
I don't-
Russellville, or?
It was a green Vision Jet, is all I can tell you. I don't know what it was. So. Did he send us any other kind of agenda or just the budget?
Just kind of the fuel numbers and, the report. Like I said, it was just about the runway extension. Weaver Bailey got the bid on that, and, it's on pace to be started in the fall, and then the 65-person wait list and the T-hangers plan to, hopefully build more in 2 years, and just how that we're really, jet busy.
Awesome.
And fully staffed, I was glad to
And
see
fully
that.
staffed
staffed.
and supported by the city, everything we need.
What
That's
is,
really it.
what is fully staffed out there? How many people? Do we know?
You can have, 4 full-time and 1 part-time.
Does that count the office staff inside? Because isn't there a girl that works?
Yeah, that's not including her,
That's not including her
or Jake.
or Jay.
Yeah.
Man, I know those poor guys run those lawnmowers. Every time I'm out there.
Philip, man, he's constantly going, isn't
Is he one of the 4?
he? He's our part-time.
Yeah,
He doesn't stop.
it doesn't stop.
Like
Till the
a cat,
mower stops.
he's-
Constantly mowing.
Yep. He doesn't come in for lunch or anything.
I
Just keep
had a
going.
situation where I lost one of my key people up in Northwest Arkansas, so for about a month and a half, I was going every day.
Yeah.
And every day I'd go out there,
And Philip, boy, he's
and
remote.
every day he'd be out there on that
Got your
lawnmower.
You'll come
Every
in.
day.
He can get a lot mowed,
Yep. Full throttle.
Yeah.
sure can.
Fellas, I'm sorry there's not a quorum here and our chairman's not here.
Shoot,
But
I
it's
too.
summertime.
Yeah.
I did see November 20th is our next gathering, so I wanna make sure that's on my calendar.
November 20th.
Yeah.
How does this meeting always fall on the week of Oshkosh? You notice that?
No, I hadn't, yeah, but it-
You would think that an airport committee meeting would not fall on the week of Oshkosh, as I've missed it a couple times because I was there.
Did you go up any this year, or
I was
are
telling
you
them,
headed?
no, this was gonna be, we hadn't missed in like 10 years. This was gonna be the first year that we missed, and we let our campsite go, we weren't going. And cause I had a motor vehicle commission meeting this week that was scheduled for a hearing. And so it was, I couldn't get out of it. And, last Thursday, it got canceled, they settled. So I looked at Marley and she looked at me and I said, I've got Monday and Tuesday. So we flew up on Sunday and we tent camped Sunday night,
Yeah.
and Monday night, and flew home last night, flew home Tuesday night, whatever day of the week we are now.
Wow,
So we spent 2 nights up there in 2 days and had a ball.
there you go.
To answer your question, since this is a public meeting, I think there's a certain time of the month, it's on the website, the whole
Gotcha.
bit.
So that's,
So people know when to,
so that's why it falls
I think
there.
that's why it always falls on X Thursday of the month or whatever. it
Okay,
is.
so we're going for November 20th?
Yeah, and it was monthly for a while, but obviously there's not.
Quarterly now, yeah.
Yeah, that kind of went to quarterly, because I think they have to hold a minimum number every year.
Yep.
And that's kind of what we're doing.
Gotcha.
Just Jake and them are doing such a great job, they just don't need as much support or input.
Right. Yeah, he sure does a good job.
He does.
Real happy with Jake.
Absolutely.
Sure
I
are.
just had no idea he was that sick.
Yeah, it was really bad for a little bit for him.
He is better now, though.
Yeah, he's
Good, that's scary stuff. He's a young man.
Yeah, he is.
I got it on my schedule. Well, cool. Anything else we can do for y'all?
No,
Thing you can think of?
Do we need
Can't think.
to officially adjourn the meeting and do we push the button?
Yeah, and there's no minutes, just like this asterisk, there wasn't enough people last month even to have minutes, so
Yeah.
nothing to approve there.
Right.
Do we need to
That's
officially, because we can't really, do we need to make a motion and approve the budget that he submitted or anything?
We can't do anything
Can't do
official,
anything.
so.
Yeah,
no, it's
so
not official.
that's
But he
that.
didn't ask for anything official,
Yeah.
so.
That's right. Well, I enjoyed it, guys. Seeing
Yep.
y'all again. It's been a while.
Absolutely.
I got stuff I can do.
Yep,
Yeah.
for sure.
Okay, so I bought the camper from you 10 years ago.
You wanna buy another one?
It's made one trip out to hunting camp.
Today's a good day.
Well, y'all take it trade-ins, don't you?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
We'll trade for anything as long as it doesn't eat.
As long as what?
Doesn't eat.
It doesn't,
We'll trade for anything as long as it doesn't eat.
oh, eat, I got you. I should eat, cause that's what
No
I'm trading.
kids.
No kids,
Kids, no
no
animals.
animals.
I can't trade you 10 cattle, 10 head of
No.
cattle for it.
Actually, we've traded for livestock before because you can just send it to the sale and get rid of it.
Really? That's crazy.
Typically, what we've done is we've traded
press the
for it
green
and we just had to sell, whoever was trading it in,
Just
just
press
take
the
it to
green
the sale and